Hello everyone and welcome back to Austin Talks, where today we are, now I know this was supposed to come out last couple of days, but I'm having a bit of problems with recording, so yeah, and obviously the Blue Beetle will come out today, but yeah, I'm covering, like I did with the Young Sheldon video, but with the Big Bang Theory. Obviously this is my favourite show of all time, so I thought I think we should cover it. So I've got a review on each of the seasons, and then we've also got like some fan theories that have come out of it, and some of them are dark. But yeah, without further ado, let's just get right into it. Now, season 1. Now, yes, I will take into account that this was a very slow season, but this season was very slow moving. But it did get better when the dynamic the dynamic between Leonard and Penny shifted. I'm actually rewatching it now, and we are also shown like the full extent of Howard's creepiness and Raj's immense awkwardness. I mean, Howard is very creepy, but Raj is obviously very awkward as well. But nothing matches to Sheldon's insanity throughout this whole season, with when he was sick, and then when he goes nuts and loses his job. And I can only wait with I can only bear with this obnoxiousness for another season, because I mean from that point on he does get better, but still he's just he is a bit obnoxious for another reason. I'm glad to see that Penny ends up rubbing off on him a little bit with her personality and social aspects. Now, season 2 was it does further explore the dynamic between Penny and Leonard, but that's pretty much the only thing that happens in the series, other than Sheldon's character development. It does confuse me. That's why I'm saying Sheldon has character development, because throughout the whole first season, Sheldon barely had any. I mean, it was weird to have Penny become addicted to games. That was really weird to see. But it was just not a good look on the actor. I spelled that wrong. But Howard did come in and save the day by creeping her out, which is what he's great at. But again, this does set a trajectory for Leonard and Penny, and that it is pretty much it's just that, to be honest. That is what the season 2 is about. But obviously every episode has their good ones. I mean, I just zoomed through the whole series, but it's still a great series. But I mean, it is just it is a very good season, like every other one. Season 3, when they return to the Arctic, I do think Leonard and Penny Leonard and Penny start to date again, which was really obvious plot point. And I also liked how throughout the whole season the emotion was really real, because the emotion between the characters got real, and also Sheldon actually grew out of his hole a bit, especially at the end when he met what's it called? Amy. And also this season has introduced us to Bernadette, and I actually liked the way that they met, because it gave Howard a chance to actually have a character arc, because other than his character arc was basically, I'm weird, ha 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 ha. But no, he redeemed himself when he met Bernadette, because Bernadette never actually judged him for all of those, mainly because he never put that on. But yeah, I do think that was one of the greatest things about this season, was Howard's character growth. Raj had a bit of a character growth, I guess, but other than that, not really much happened with them. Penny and Leonard got together, but Sheldon just sitting there. Yeah. Season 4. Now this season, we are introduced to Amy, and to be honest, her character I absolutely hated her character, because she was she was really socially awkward, and around her the character she has progressed as a character over time, that's for sure. And she gets more comfortable and forms a rock hard friendship with Bernadette and Penny, even though it's really hard going. It's like, hi, I do this, I do that, and then like they give her weird looks. But yeah, and yes, this season the dynamics between Leonard and Penny do fall short, but he finds another love, which is Raj's sister, Priya. Actually, I like their coupling between, but even like even their time together was like really nice, I do think Leonard's heart was always still with Penny. It always was, always will. And I actually like their I do I think Priya and Leonard's relationship is actually quite good, and I love Raj's like hesitation with this whole thing, but then he actually gets comfortable with it. I mean, he never truly is comfortable with it, but then he ends up accepting it because he can't do anything about it. Now, season 5, gee, that's a lot of laptops. It is weird to think that Penny and Raj were together, like for even just that small time, but Sheldon and Amy finally put a label on their relationship, and this season actually prepares the audience for a very major plot point, which is Howard going to space. I like that because it just show like this does put a strain on Bernadette and Howard's relationship, but it also shows his character growth from like the engineer that Sheldon always judges to the great the astronaut that he now is. Now, throughout the season, his and Bernadette's relationship really does grow, as I just said, and it is really reinforced. And like when Bernadette tries to go against Howard, and the way she does that is going through this his mum like telling her about space and all that. But Howard's character takes a big leap, and that does seem very out of this world. Now that was a bad joke. Yeah, I mean, I think Howard deserved it. So yeah. Season 6. Now, seeing Howard adjust from coming back to space, I do understand why he continued to brag about it, because it was the only special thing he did in his life, and obviously when you've done something really, really good, you want to show it off. And obviously he just tries to show it off just a bit too much, but I understand why he did it. Penny and Leonard do also try to refuel the fire that was there, but this seems weirdly diverted when Leonard asked Penny to marry him, which is weird. Now this season doesn't actually progress from like season 5, other than their relationship and then Howard coming to space. It does feel like a longer version of season 5, but the other ones do, because it like picks off when they broke up, and other than that happening, this season was bland, but like every other season, it was a good season. Just because I say it's okay, if I say one of the seasons was bland, don't think that I didn't enjoy it. Every season of Big Bang Theory I enjoy, because they're all funny. Every single one of them are. Just because I rate one more than the other doesn't mean that it's not a good season. That's for sure. Yeah, season 7. Yeah, that was actually a good one as well. I like the cover as well. I like the covers for all of them as well. I really do. Now, this season was one of those seasons that always contained slippery slopes, but we solved one of those, which is a weird thing in the series. Which was Raj's selective mutism going away, and this season does actually kick at like Penny's working life, which actually kicks. But this kick finally ends up leading to their engagement, which is actually very nice. And between Leonard and Penny, and also Raj and Emily, what we're saying. I actually liked that coupling. That was probably the best in the whole series. Not that like those people from last year, like that in the last season, the 12th season. I liked their coupling and their relationship, but always Raj has to mess it up. Like it was a good relationship, but obviously Raj does get a bit too like scared when he's in a relationship, and then just blew it up. Season 8. Now, from this point on, I really do love the show, because like everyone does have a complete association with each other. But one thing is, I didn't like her hair, Penny's hair. I'm sorry, I just didn't. But like also, we get a new like perspective from Sheldon, an emotional perspective, like when he Did it break up? Yeah, no. But I guess it was all right because Leonard Sheldon does get more emotional with Amy, but I guess it was alright. We also unfortunately lost one of the funniest characters in the series, which was Howard's mum. And it was a good plot point because it showed that Howard does actually care for her no matter how much they shout at each other. The character's death was intentional, wasn't intentional. It was just due to the fact that the voice actor had sadly passed away, so may he rest in peace. But yeah, I do think that was actually a good thing to show as well, like just in the series, if like Howard's mum had like something happen to her, because they fight all the time. They fight all the time, but he obviously does care for her deep down, even though that's never shown. But yeah, obviously, I mean, Bernadette and his mama have a conflict, so yeah, it does show real growth, real immense growth. Season 9. Now, I think personally, this was this season probably had one of the best plot points, which was Bernadette getting pregnant. Because I can say this, but like I thought they would be like the last on the list to get pregnant. I'm not gonna lie. Well, other than Raj, I don't think Raj is ever gonna settle down. This season also takes a bit of a change with Sheldon and Amy no longer being together. And personally, like, as his number one fan, I'm probably Sheldon Cooper's number one fan. Like, it hurts me. It hurts, man. It hurts. But when they get back together, his birthday gift is one of those make you go, "I'm sorry, what?" Yeah, and I love how Penny glass like shatters her glass, like when she understands. When he says it was very necessary, but Sheldon definitely has character growth. I mean, I must say, I think it was season 9. Yeah, it was season 9. Was it? Yeah. I keep on forgetting. I mean, also, like Leonard and Penny get off to a rough start, but then they get better. Raj, what happens with Raj? I need to remember, but obviously, like, I like Bernadette and Howard getting pregnant because it brings them together. It gives Howard a much more warmth, and then this obviously leads to like the quantum gyroscope thing, because I do like Howard's character. In the beginning season, like the one I'm watching now, he is really creepy, but it's funny to see how much he's changed. Like, he's still got his sense of humor, but he's a really nice guy now. So yeah. Yeah, season 10. Now, closer to the end of this series, Sheldon and Amy's relationship does strengthen when Nowitzki comes back, and then when leads to their engagement, which I thought was actually really good. I like how they tied the knot. But would you like? I really wouldn't have thought like they would get married, but yeah. Penny and Leonard's second ceremony was actually the best out of the two, because I liked how everyone was invited, and it did bring everyone together, kind of. Also, at this point, we're like the quantum gyroscope thing does come together, but then gains the attention of the U.S. military force, so that's always great. And that plot point was actually something that actually kept me hooked in the whole series. I don't know what the actor's name who plays the military sergeant, but he is like his act. He's got quite a good sense of humor. But yeah, like the second ceremony does show like how much they really like each other, and I say it. No, the reason I say it brings everyone together, kind of, because you had Beverly Hofstadter and Mary fighting, Beverly and like Leonard's dad fighting. I do think Beverly is the whole thing of it, and I love the speculations between Mary and Leonard's father, Alfred. I think that was quite funny. I think that was a good anecdote, and yeah, it's actually one reason, like from the 9th to 10th season is when I actually really love the series. Season 11. Yes, now Sheldon and Amy did deserve to be together, and this may be a bit cliche, but I love the final 2 episodes when the wedding takes place and when we are introduced to the whole Cooper Fowley frat. I can't say that. The Cooper and Fowler family. Jeez, that took me a flipping second to say. Now, one more time, like, it was nice to see them one more time. And the wedding conflict really showed immense character development on Sheldon's side, because like he was like, I don't want to come to the wedding. If he doesn't come to the wedding, I'm not going to come to the wedding. Blah 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 blah. And it does really show how much Amy has accepted him and what, like, the way he is, and why I love this season like with all my heart. Because obviously everyone does have their character growth, but like Sheldon and Amy, not their just relationship, but individually they grow as definite people. And yeah, we're also introduced to people we never see, like Georgie Cooper. Now, the 12th season. This has taken me 15 minutes already. Now, this season was actually slow moving at the beginning with Amy and Sheldon's honeymoon, but I actually like how the end it led to them winning a Nobel Prize which was started at their wedding. I also like the conflict between Amy and Sheldon and the other physicists like Dr. Pemberton and someone, and it was all very spirited and well put together. I think this season like really revolved around the Nobel Prize, and then Amy and Sheldon's like relationship reinforcement. And I was really conflicted about where to rank this season because it was so good, but there were so many good others. I would say this is probably the best. The ending with the song was great. It was a great send off, but I have one complaint to the people who made this. Why did it have to end? Well, actually, to be fair, it was Jim Parsons who plays Sheldon said he wanted it to end so he could work on young Sheldon a bit more. And to be fair, honestly, I ain't complaining. So, yeah, honestly, it was sad to see them go, but I loved it. Now, okay, finally, that's all the reviews. Now, as I said, after the reviews, and I've seen this show 4 times fully. I'm now on my 5th rerun. And fan theories, I've read a lot. Now, I would like to put out there that there's only 2 of them that are mine. The rest I found online. Some of them I've had to alter because of, like, obviously the channel. But, yeah, so I think it would be good to get into these right now. Yeah, I have to warn, these are really dark. Now, Leonard is adopted. Fair enough. It is no secret that Leonard is the better third of the Hofstadter family, at least out of the 3 people we see in the series, which are because he is extremely different from his father and mother. Yep. There seems to be no generic shared components leading to people thinking he is adopted. This actually makes sense because his mum is not connected with Leonard as she is with her other kids, and she just uses him, so this does make sense. Now, to be fair, as much as that is, like, sad, it does make sense. Because Leonard, like, when he hears his like, mum's coming into town, he's like, oh, boy. He never likes it. So, I mean, there is a chance. It would be sad if it was. It would be sad if it was the case, but I'm not too sure. But there's a definite. That could be the case, yeah. Howard's mum never existed. I have not read this one. When was this added? Okay, there must be 10 theories then. In this show, we never actually see Howard's mum, but we have seen little glimpses of her character, but this isn't actually her. Howard may have something known as dissociative identity disorder, as we know in Moon Knight, where he can revert back from being his mum and himself. The reason this makes sense is because they are never in a scene together, and in reality, both of his parents left him, and that abandonment influenced this disorder. Oh my god. That is dark. No, that's actually no. Nah, I ain't having that. No. That actually, whew, oh my god. Right, I'm right, as much as I really doubt that is a really far-fetched theory, and I don't want it to be true, that I would just be sad. I don't want it to be true, and I do highly doubt it. I think definitely Howard and had a mum. I mean, yeah, no, obviously, because when they were in the hospital, and then, this is flawed, very flawed. Yeah, this one was mine. Howard's dad is Ira from young Sheldon. Now, we never actually really got a good glimpse of Howard's dad, but it looked like it would be very well be the case that Ira met Debbie at one point and then had Howard. Now, the timeline of this does actually link up to Howard's birthday and then the events of young Sheldon, so this could very well be the case. Ira did mention that he used to be with someone, but it never worked out, but he moved back to Medford. Now he could have like met Debbie and then had Howard, and then he ran off back to Medford. So that may make sense. He may also got scared of being a dad and then went back to Medford to try and get back with Connie. But hey, it is just a theory. Yeah, I do think this very much could be the case. After reading it back, it may not be the case, but I like it. This is a valid theory. Like, all of them link up. While it's highly doubtful, I mean, there was the pictures on the thing, but that could have been young Ira. As much as it could be fake, it could be real. That is a theory. A theory is a theory until it is proven. So it very much could be the case. Now, this is something when I was going through all these like theories I found that I was submitted, I got this like same theory 5 times. I got this theory 5 times, maybe 6. Now, Asperger's syndrome basically means that you're it's a syndrome that you're just socially awkward. And and the more I read into it, the more I actually agree with this theory, because Sheldon is very socially awkward at the time, and there are many other theories that like say he's autistic, and like he could be Asperger's syndrome. It's obviously not proven. Yes, he is socially awkward, but that doesn't mean that he's obviously that. But I guess it is one of those cases that we will never know. And this theory is very valid, and with this character and his character traits, if you look at all of his personality traits on a whole chart list, it does link up. But this can't be proven. Maybe it will be in Young Sheldon season 7. It is not something that was actually said in this, but hey, it is just a theory as well. Yeah, I saw this about 5 times, but when you actually read more into the symptoms, and then you read more into the character bio and personality of him, there's a few links, more than a few for that. But yeah, it's just a theory. And the reason I like doing these is, I mean, one of the flaws of doing these is because as much as you can think it, they're not actually, you can't prove it. I mean, that is unfortunate, but hey, something you have to live with, eh? Now, Amy used Sheldon for a test subject. Okay, there must have been some that was added in here that I don't know about, but when Amy met Sheldon, her tests were getting praised when she really went up in her field, and this is all because of Sheldon. You may be thinking because he encouraged her, but no. From season 4 to 5, it was really awkward, and she would conduct many experiments on Sheldon, and this led to her moving up in her field of study. And while that is not a good thing to do, in season 6 it did get more serious, but still conducting experiments. It was only until they kissed it was all fake. Okay, some of these theories are far-fetched, especially this one. I do apologize, this is very far-fetched, but okay. Yeah, I don't know how to say this. I don't think this is the case. I mean, yeah, they were awkward together, but like, I don't think Amy did that. Yeah, she went up in her field. I don't think she conducted one experiment of like her that I remember, which was like when she was like trying to help him, like using strawberry quick spaghetti with hot dogs cut up in it. But like, that's basically it. Penny married Leonard because of Bernadette. Oh yeah. Now this one actually does make sense. During Leonard and Penny's time apart, Bernadette kept asking her why she did it when she never had a reason. The more she did, the more Penny got annoyed. Penny may have married Leonard because she felt pressured, and because Sheldon and Amy's relationship was going well during season 7, she decided to marry him, and also married him for his money at first. This theory does have actually a bit of validity. The married for the money, no, because it is shown that she makes more, yeah. But I do think this definitely has some validity. I don't think she did it because of the pressure. I think deep down, like, she did want to marry him, like, in the end of the day, but like Bernadette basically just like crawled that right out of her. She's like, fine, yeah, I'll marry him. Yeah, I mean, that does make sense, I guess, but like, some of the anecdotes in here just don't link up, but there's definitely validity there. The show takes place in Sheldon's mind. There is a theory that all the plot points of the show take place in the brain of Sheldon Cooper, and to be honest, I don't know how this would work. Don't get me wrong, he is sort of shown as the main character, but in this series, he is more brought down to earth, so I think this is unlikely, but hey, it's just a theory. I don't know if it would. I don't know why it would take place in Sheldon's mind, because I've seen some of the things. I don't understand why that would work. But yeah, I must say no. This is a very weird one, but I'm just saying no for now. I'm saying no. Doesn't really make sense. It doesn't really link up. But yeah, I'm just saying no. Sorry. Who really is Penny? Oh yeah, I like this theory, yeah. Just a couple months before Penny moved into the building, Leonard nearly shared plans with a Korean spy and used industrial nuclear equipment in their apartment, leading to the elevator not working, and then soon later, Penny moves in. I think she was a spy to keep an eye on both of them in case they ever did else. Also, starring actress working at Cheesecake Factory, living in that fancy apartment in Pasadena, something is definitely going on here. Oh, that's actually quite funny. Yeah, I like that theory. I really do. There's not much I can say because all of it was said there, but I actually really like that theory. Yeah. Yeah, I actually really like that. Yeah, it could be very much the case. I mean, she just could act dumb, she could just act dumb, but she's kind of like, yeah, it does all link up, to be fair. It does all link up. Oh. Mary wasn't with Ron and it was Rob. Wait, what was this? Oh, yeah, I remember season 7 or 8, one of the two. It was never confirmed that Rob left Medford, so it would make sense that if they were together, because it was obvious. She had feelings for him, and as much as she is not supposed to lie, she said they met through the church, which they did. The names Ron and Rob sound the same, right? She may not be the devoted Christian she claims to be. I like that theory, I really do, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but that does make sense. I mean, obviously they both have feelings for each other, and obviously their dynamic is very is golden in the Young Sheldon series, and I do think that has definite validity. I can't lie. Yeah, she may not be the devoted Christian she claims to be. I mean, she used to smoke. That's not. Yeah, and then she used to drink. Yeah. Oh, I like this theory, to be fair. What? Apparently that's what B does. You learn something new every day, folks. Now, oh yeah, this is the last one. Raj has selective mutism because of his parents. Oh yeah, this is one I had to change. During Raj's home life, it was said that his parents fought a lot, and apparently that the type of trauma could be caused by psychological issues such as selective mutism. This could be caused by the fact that he doesn't want to say something sensitive, but he is buzzed. But when he is buzzed, which is like on alcohol, that is something that can't be controlled, and it's around time when his parents got divorced he could talk freely. Yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, I do like Roger's character, but he can talk to women even when he's not on alcohol or buzzed, as people say. But yeah, that does make sense. I actually do think that could possibly be the case, because it was never really shown that his parents got along. But hey. Right, everyone, that'll be the end of today's video. I do hope you enjoy. I love the Big Bang Theory, and obviously, whenever I had the chance, I'll try and talk about it. This week on Friday, I have an announcement. Well, it's an announcement video, but an update of what will happen in the future of this of the channel. Now, the videos this week will probably be a bit scattered, but scattered until I get my announcement, which will clear things up if some people have been asking me, and it will be stuff that will definitely be something to look forward to. So, hey everyone, I hope you all have a great day, and please leave a like and subscribe and comment what else you would like to see on the channel. Now, without further ado, I hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!